Did you know one simple food choice before bed can quietly put your heart and brain at risk? Most people never realize how much the body struggles during sleep to maintain balance, and what we eat right before bed can either help it or hurt it. This video is not here to scare you with rare stories. It's here to help you understand what really happens inside your body while you sleep, especially after age 60. The truth is, your digestion slows down, your blood pressure shifts more easily, and your ability to recover during the night becomes more delicate. So even something that seemed harmless in your 40s could now be dangerous if eaten at the wrong time. The title of this video refers to a real case, a 72-year-old man who passed away after unknowingly making one of the mistakes we're about to discuss. It's not about blaming a single food. It's about knowing your body and respecting its nighttime needs. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 specific foods you should never eat right before bed, and more importantly, I'll explain why. The explanations might surprise you, and you'll likely recognize some of these foods in your own evening routine. Stick with me through the end, because this isn't just about what to avoid. It's about protecting your body in the years that matter most. If you're between 60 and 85, this might be one of the most important videos you'll watch all year. Let's begin. Number 1. Heavy red meat meals. A steak dinner sounds comforting, especially on cold nights when the body craves warmth and fullness. But the trouble starts when that same meal lingers in your stomach long after you've laid your head down. Red meat is slow to digest, and because it's rich in saturated fat and protein, it takes a significant amount of energy and time for the body to break it down. For someone in their 70s or 80s, whose digestion naturally slows with age, this can become a real burden. Overnight, while you're trying to rest, your stomach is still working overtime. This delays your ability to enter deep sleep stages and, more importantly, it raises the risk of acid reflux, spikes in nighttime blood pressure, and irregular heartbeats. One study found that older adults who consumed heavy animal protein close to bedtime had significantly more sleep disturbances and higher nighttime heart rates. It's not about banning steak from your life, it's about when you eat it. A 72-year-old man named Robert, who had no prior history of heart trouble, went to bed after a late barbecue dinner. His heart went into stress mode trying to manage the high-fat load during rest, and tragically, he suffered a silent arrhythmia. In his sleep, his wife found him unresponsive the next morning. It was later discovered he had underlying sleep apnea, which, combined with the meal, became fatal. That kind of tragedy is rare, but the risks are real. This is why experts suggest giving the body at least 3 to 4 hours to digest a heavy meat-based dinner before bed. If you want protein late at night, try eggs, a bit of yogurt, or even a warm lentil soup instead. The key is to support the body's natural shift into restoration, not interrupt it with digestive demands it can no longer handle as it did decades. The good news is that when you start eating lighter in the evening, many people notice their sleep improves dramatically, and they wake up with more energy. You're not giving up pleasure, you're just giving your body a better chance to recover properly, one night at a time. Number 2. Sugary desserts and late-night sweets. There's something comforting about reaching for a cookie or a slice of pie after dinner. It feels like a small reward at the end of a long day. But for seniors, especially those between 65 and 85, those late-night sweets can quietly wreak havoc on your body while you sleep. When you eat sugary desserts before bed, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, and just as quickly it crashes. That crash can trigger night sweats, frequent urination, and sudden wake-ups around 2 or 3 a.m. It might not sound dangerous at first, but over time, this roller coaster disturbs your body's hormonal rhythm and sleep architecture. More importantly, sugar increases inflammation, and that affects the nervous system in ways many don't expect. There was a woman named Carol, 74, who loved her nightly chocolate fudge. She thought it was harmless, but over several months she started having tingling in her legs, vivid nightmares, and sharp drops in her morning energy. Her doctor finally connected the dots. Her blood sugar was fluctuating overnight, activating the sympathetic nervous system when her body should have been at rest. Carol cut out her nightly sweets, and within weeks her symptoms improved. Many seniors don't realize how sensitive the aging body becomes to sugar. The pancreas doesn't respond the same way it used to, and insulin efficiency declines naturally. That means even a small slice of cake can turn your entire night upside down. Instead of sweets, consider fruit earlier in the day. Or if you crave something after dinner, try chamomile tea with cinnamon or a few slices of banana. These support serotonin and help the body wind down, not wind up. It's not about deprivation, it's about reclaiming your night. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Aged cheeses and salty preserved meats. Many people enjoy a small plate of cheese or a few slices of cured meat as an evening snack. It feels indulgent, satisfying, and oddly comforting, especially when you've had a light dinner. But for older adults, these foods can quietly sabotage your night and, over time, contribute to much bigger issues than just poor sleep. Aged cheeses and salty meats are loaded with tyramine, a naturally occurring compound that stimulates the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that raises blood pressure and increases alertness. That might be useful in the morning, but at night, it's like pouring gas on a fire that's supposed to be dying down. One man named Harold, 78, loved his nightly ritual: a couple of slices of cheddar and a few pieces of salami while watching late-night TV. He thought it helped him relax, but he began waking up with a racing heart and pounding headaches. He couldn't figure out why, until a dietitian told him about tyramine. When he cut out those foods after sunset, his nighttime symptoms eased dramatically, and he finally began sleeping soundly again. There's another layer here too: sodium. These preserved foods are often packed with salt to keep them shelf-stable, and too much salt before bed causes fluid retention. That means swelling in your feet, tighter rings on your fingers, and more frequent trips to the bathroom in the middle of the night. It also raises blood pressure subtly, placing unnecessary strain on your heart when your body is trying to rest and repair. And let's not forget digestion. Fatty, aged cheeses are slow to break down. Your body has to work overtime to process them, raising core temperature and stealing the energy that should be going towards cell repair and hormone balance. This often leads to restless legs, odd dreams, and the kind of shallow sleep that leaves you feeling groggy in the morning. If you truly love these foods, try moving them to lunch or early afternoon. Let your dinner be something gentle on the fire system. Steamed vegetables, a bit of rice, maybe some fish or lentils. You'll be surprised how different your nights feel. Simple changes can have a big ripple effect, especially after age 65, when every organ is more sensitive to the choices we make. What feels small may actually be a powerful step toward deeper, safer rest. Number 4. Chocolate and hidden caffeine sources. Chocolate may seem harmless, comforting even. A small piece of dark chocolate after dinner feels like a quiet celebration of the day. But many people don't realize how much caffeine and theobromine it contains. Both of these compounds stimulate the nervous system, increase heart rate, and interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. While younger adults might shrug this off, the aging brain becomes far more sensitive to these stimulants. For someone between 65 and 85, even a modest amount of chocolate in the evening can delay sleep onset by more than an hour and reduce deep sleep phases by up to 20%. There's also a hidden trap here. Chocolate is often just the tip of the iceberg. Some seniors unknowingly consume other sources of caffeine late in the day without realizing it. Decaf coffee still contains small amounts of caffeine, enough to impact sleep in sensitive individuals. Certain pain medications and weight loss supplements also sneak caffeine into their formulas. And even teas labeled as relaxing, like green tea or white tea, can contain caffeine unless they're explicitly caffeine-free. One woman named Ruth, 82, used to drink a mug of green tea with a square of dark chocolate before bed. She thought she was being healthy, but over time she noticed more vivid dreams, nighttime awakenings, and early morning fatigue. Once she removed those items from her nighttime routine, her sleep improved within just a few days. This isn't about giving up every treat you enjoy. It's about timing. Chocolate isn't evil, and neither is coffee or tea. But for a body that's more vulnerable to stimulation, The window for these pleasures needs to shift earlier in the day. Try enjoying them as part of your morning or lunchtime routine instead. And always check medication labels. If you see words like caffeine, guarana, or green tea extract, be cautious. As we get older, the line between help and harm becomes thinner. Being mindful of what you consume after 5 p.m. could be the difference between a rejuvenating night and a restless one. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Alcohol and nighttime sipping habits. For many seniors, a small glass of wine or a nip of bourbon before bed seems like a comforting ritual. It warms the body, it quiets the mind, and yes, it can help you drift off faster. But here's what most people don't realize. Alcohol disrupts the second half of your sleep cycle. It sedates you quickly, but prevents your body from reaching the deep restorative sleep stages that are critical for healing, memory, and immune strength. What feels like rest is often just sedation, and the difference matters. Studies show that alcohol reduces rapid eye movement, REM sleep, which is vital for processing emotions and consolidating memories. As we age, our natural REM sleep already declines. Add alcohol to the mix, and you're chipping away at something you can't afford to lose. That's why many older adults who drink in the evening often wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and find it nearly impossible to fall back asleep. Their body temperature rises, the heart rate speeds up, and the liver kicks into high gear trying to metabolize the alcohol. It's like starting a motor in the middle of the night when the body should be still and quiet. There's another issue: balance. Alcohol impairs coordination and reaction time, even in small amounts. For someone in their 70s or 80s, this can be dangerous. Getting up to use the bathroom during the night, navigating a dark hallway, or simply standing too quickly can all become high-risk moments. Falls are the leading cause of fatal injuries among older adults. One bad night, one misstep, and the outcome can be life-changing. And it's not just about wine or liquor. Some seniors use alcohol in foods, cooking sauces, desserts, or herbal tonics, without realizing how much of it remains active after heating. Take Marvin, 76, who used to sip a hot toddy every night before bed. It helped him fall asleep faster, but he couldn't understand why he was waking up feeling groggy, irritable, and weak. After his doctor suggested he skip it for a week, the difference was dramatic. He still misses the warmth of it, but not the foggy mornings or the increased risk of losing his footing during a midnight trip to the bathroom. You don't have to give up every comfort, but if you're over 65 and sleep or stability have become issues, cutting out alcohol after sunset might be the quiet miracle your body has been waiting for. It's a simple adjustment with powerful consequences, and it can be the beginning of a clearer, more energized version of yourself. Final thoughts. As we age, our choices begin to speak louder than our words. A light snack here, a bedtime drink there. They may seem harmless, even comforting. But when your body is more fragile, more vulnerable, these tiny routines can quietly wear down your health night after night. The foods you choose before bed aren't just about hunger or taste. They're about how well you rest, how safely you move, and how long you stay independent. Avoiding these 5 common nighttime foods isn't about fear. It's about awareness. It's about giving yourself every advantage to stay strong, alert, and balanced. You deserve a life with fewer falls, fewer hospital visits, and more mornings filled with energy, not grogginess. And none of these changes require expensive equipment or complicated regimens. They only ask for your attention. A little shift in your evening habits could mean waking up steadier on your feet, clearer in your thoughts, and more in control of your day. If you've watched this far, you've already taken the first step. That means you care, not just about survival, but about the quality of your years. That says something powerful about you. You're not giving up. You're adapting. You're still learning, still growing. And in this season of life, that makes you stronger than most people half your age. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today. and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.